Hello everyone, welcome back to TFC Live. It is now Euro 2024 round of 16 stage. We are down to the last 16 teams. We've had a 2-day break, but we are back. And this is going to be a very, very exciting way to start off the round of 16. Two sides who performed pretty well in the group stage. Switzerland definitely played better than Italy, but either way, it's a round of 16 game with a very, very experienced Switzerland side taking on the reigning champions in Italy. Obviously, there's been a lot of discourse from Italian fans frustrated with the way they've been playing, not happy with their team's performances, but they're here. That's what matters, and if they get it right tonight, they will find themselves into the quarterfinals. That is what matters. They haven't played well, yes, but if they get it right this evening, they'll be in the money and they'll be into the last 8. For Switzerland, I mean, brilliant group stage. Unbeaten in a group, drawing to Germany and Scotland, beating Hungary quite convincingly. They'll be happy with how they've played, and this is going to be a very tough game up against, as I said, the Euro 2020 winners. Switzerland, they knocked out France on penalties in Euro 2020 at the round of 16 stage. They'll be hoping to perform another giant killing here by knocking out Italy, whether it's in 90 minutes, whether it's in penalties. They will not care. Their main aim will be getting through today, and if they were to do that, that would be a brilliant result. I am just going to sort out the poll in the chat, so once I have sorted it out, you guys can get your votes in, so just give me a minute to do that. But it will be a very good game, and I think two sides that have looked very strong, especially, as I said, Switzerland. But yeah, there we go then. That is in. So if you are joining now, you can get your votes in the poll. But yeah, I think I'm looking forward to this one. I think it's a good one to kick off the first stage of the round of 16. Obviously there's a big game coming up later, the host Germany. But for me, this one is going to be a very competitive game, a very good game between two good sides on their day, and I think there's a lot of pressure that comes with it, especially for. Italy, only had 9 shots on target in the whole tournament. That is only more than Slovenia, Serbia and Scotland, which says it all. Italy have not been good enough in attacking areas. They've not created enough chances, and they've been punished for it so far. Scraping through in the group. Really scraping through. 98th minute winner, equaliser, against Croatia. Without that, Italy would have been out. We wouldn't have known it at the time, but Italy would have been knocked out without that equaliser against Croatia. So very lucky. I think the game against Spain was the big shock to everyone. It showed what happened in that game. Yes, it was only 1-0 Spain, but that could have been so many more. Could have got really nasty for Italy, and they need to up their game today. Saying that, let's have a look at those lineups then with 10 to go. We'll start with Switzerland in a 3-4-3. Jan Sommer keeps his place in net. It's a back three of Rodriguez, Akanji and Fabian Schär. Across the 4 then, it looks like it's going to be Fabian Reider at left wing back. Arbischer goes out to right wing back with Freuler and Xhaka holding their place, ever present at the tournament so far in that pivot. And there is a front 3 of Vargas on the right and Doyi on the left. And coming in for this game, Briel Mbolo leads the line. He is a dangerous player. He is a player that I feel like you don't hear of him anymore, but then he just turns up in the major international tournaments and performs for Switzerland, playing his trade at Monaco at the moment. Already scored 1 in this tournament. He'll be hoping that tonight he can get on the score sheet and that he can fire Switzerland into the quarterfinals. For Italy then, they are sticking with the 4-back now. A lot of people would have expected Italy to revert to the 3-back that they have playing and they play so well, but no. Going to the 4-back then, it is Gianluigi Donnarumma in goal. He has had a phenomenal tournament so far. Absolutely brilliant for Italy. He has saved them on multiple occasions. He kept it only at 1 against Spain. He had a brilliant save to deny Ray Manai against Albania, and that could have been 2-2. And he's such a good goalkeeper. He is going to be very important for Italy today. Across the back 4 then, Matteo Darmian at left back, Di Lorenzo at right back, Bastoni and Gianluca Mancini as the centre halves. A midfield 3 then of Nicolo Barella, Fagioli and Cristante. And then across the front 3, Federico Chiesa on the right-hand side. Stefan El Shaarawy starts for Italy on the left-hand side, going for a shake-up and going for experience. That is great to see him wearing an Italy shirt once again, starting at the Euros. And then Gianluca Scamacca comes back in to lead the line. Obviously, he was dropped for the Croatia game. He comes back in for today to offer a bit of physicality up against that Swiss back three. But yeah, two very good sides. We'll start with Italy, and we will start with Stefan El Shaarawy. I mean, a bit of a blast from the past. I doubt many people would expect to see him starting today, or at all at the tournament. I mean, he's in the squad, which is good for him. But I mean, nobody's thought that he would start today. But he's in the 11, and he's got a chance to shine, a chance to show why Spalletti has backed him today. He's a very, very good player on his day, a very crafty player. I mean, he's full of tricks, full of surprises, and if Italy can get him on the ball and he can play to his best, he can cause issues, you know. I mean, again, I'm pretty surprised to see him start today, and similarly to Scamacca, I'm surprised to see them both start today. But for Scamacca, I'm more surprised because his first two games at the tournament really weren't good enough. He was dropped for the Croatia game, and yes, it wasn't a better performance from Italy in that game, but I'm surprised. I really am. I think he's had a really, really poor tournament. But as I said before, for Italy, they've got to put behind how they've played in the group stage. They've got to forget about what's already happened here in Germany, because all that matters is how they play for the next 90 minutes. If they can get it right for 90 minutes, they're into the quarterfinals. And this is what they did in Euro 2020. They weren't the best team at the tournament. They weren't brilliant in some games. But what they did is they got through the game. And then it meant they got through the 90 minutes. They played well when it mattered most. They won the tournament off that. That's all you've got to do. Yes, they didn't play well in the groups, but they're here, and that is what matters. And now they're here, they've got a chance to change it up, get it right, and win the game today. For Switzerland, as I said, they've done it before. Why can't they do it again? They beat France in 2020. We know, they drew to Germany this season, clearly showing that Switzerland can mix it with the big guns in the European stage. They've got to do it tonight. They've got to give Italy a game. Because clearly, as we've seen at this tournament, if you put this Italian side under pressure, if you stop them getting on the ball, stop them creating chances, then they can't really hurt you. And that'll be the aim for Switzerland today, to just try and frustrate Italy, try and get on top of the game. Because if they do that, they will fancy themselves for the win. Nick Knack, welcome to the stream. Asking where Jack is. He will be on here later. We are rotating the 5 o'clocks across the weekend, across the round of 16. So yeah, then we mix up. Don't really know at the moment who's going to be where, but we keep changing up. Nick is saying 6 changes from the last game for Italy. Yes, a lot of changes from Spalletti. I think most of those changes come because they did rotate for the last game of the group stage, but equally that performance wasn't very good. Drawing to Croatia in the last minute is not what you'd expect to see from Italy. It was not good enough in any game in the group stage, but they still managed to get the points. 4 points was enough. They got that 98th minute equaliser against Croatia that helped them on the way through. That is what matters. Now, they're here, they can challenge, and realistically, they have the quality to win the game. It's whether that quality is going to play the way we know they can. But because, for Italy, we've seen this side. They won Euro 2020. They can play good football. Very, very good. Spalletti, look what he did with Napoli. This Italy side should be playing much, much better than they are at the moment. They need to up it today because Switzerland have the ability to cause a surprise here. They have the talent and the quality in the squad to ruffle a few feathers, to get themselves through. And obviously, the winner of today will go through to play England or Slovakia. So, from an England point of view, this is a big game as well. Either it'll be, if we can beat Slovakia, we'll be facing a tough Switzerland side, or it'll be a repeat of the 2020 final in the quarterfinals in Germany. Gary, welcome as well. Nick Nat says, last 2 World Cup encounters between these two were 1-1 draws. And Gary says, I'm feeling an extra time or penalties tonight. Both of you are suggesting there that we could go beyond the 19. Obviously, that is a possibility in the round of 16 stage. As Gary says, Nick Nack's stats lining up with Gary's emotions, so that's good to see. And last time Switzerland beat Italy in 90 minutes was 30 years ago. Well, I mean, they did it again today. That would be something special. Nick now saying 2-0 Italy. They'll get the job done. Fair enough. Expecting Italy to turn up for this game then. They haven't done it all tournament, but I think you're right, though. If they play the way we know they can, they play to their abilities, they use their strengths wisely, and they actually create some chances, then they should win this game. I mean, it would take something for Switzerland to win. That's the thing, in recent years, I think we would have said it would take something for Switzerland to win today. But the way Italy have been playing, I don't think it would shock too many people if we were to see Switzerland take the win. And that sounds crazy to say because Italy are reigning champions. But that's, it just hasn't transpired for Italy at this tournament so far. But yeah. So Nick Nack has gone 2-0 Italy. If you are just tuning in, make sure to get your prediction in as well. I am going to put mine in, and do you know what? I fancy. I think Nick Nack with the stats, Gary with with his emotions. I think you're both feeling the right thing. I think you're along the same lines. I'm going to go 2-1 Switzerland in extra time. I think it'll be 1-1 after 90 minutes, and then Switzerland will nick it in the extra 30. I think it's going to be a very, very toughly contested game. But when it comes down to it, I think after 90 minutes, in that extra time, it comes down to the belief in the dressing room, and it comes down to the form that the players are in. Because Switzerland will believe they can get the job done tonight. For Italy, there'll be a few doubts in there based off what they've seen in the Italian media have been ripping into this side. They're putting them under so much pressure. There will be a bit of doubt in the Italians' mind, and I think Switzerland will take advantage of that. I am going to go for, I think it'll be Stefan El Shaarawy to open the scoring for Italy. But then I think Ndoye will get one back for Switzerland. That will take us beyond the 90. And then in the 113th minute, it'll be a goal from Xherdan Shaqiri off the bench to prove, to come up with some heroics and send Switzerland through. But yeah. Nick now saying, from an England perspective, would we rather see Italy go out here? I mean, it's a tough one. It's a tough one, to be honest. I think both sides are very good. If we're talking about overall quality, then yes, we probably want to see Italy go out here. But Switzerland won't be easy either. So I think we would rather see Italy go. I think I'd rather take on Switzerland, to be honest. Gary says, from an England perspective, I'd like to see the other 15 sides disqualified in the tournament. I mean, that would be brilliant. We'd love it. I'm trying to think of a way that could happen. Nick says, it'll take something special to beat Donnarumma. Yeah, and that, I guess that, you are true, and that's why I've gone for Xherdan Shaqiri, because if there is one player that can come up with a wonder strike to beat a world-class goalkeeper, it will be Xherdan Shaqiri. He hits a ball like no other player. Look at the goal he scored against Scotland, proving that he still has that ability in him. But yeah, a big game coming up, as you say. If Italy are to get something today, I'm sure they'll be able to thank Gianluigi Donnarumma. A phenomenal tournament so far, and he'll be looking to help his team once again. Although to note, if Donnarumma is booked today, he will miss the quarter-final. Same for Fagioli, same for Brian Cristante. So Italy have got to watch their discipline today. They cannot afford to pick up any yellow cards. So yeah, they've got to watch out there, Italy. Because if they do get through, if Donnarumma was to get booked for time wasting or something today, he would then miss the quarter-final game. Nia says, sometimes there's a psychological element when teams get so far in a tournament that they're happy to got that far and don't mind going out. That could be Switzerland next round if we're lucky. Yeah, I get what you mean. Take Georgia, for example, or on Sunday. Obviously, they'll fight Spain, but realistically, they know that they're happy with what they've got. And I think you're right. Switzerland, if they are to get to the quarterfinals, I think they would be pretty content with getting there. If they could say they were part of the last 8 in Euro 2024, that would be phenomenal. But Berlin is ready. Obviously, this is where the final is being played. So maybe Italy and Switzerland getting a taste of what it would feel like if they can be there on the 14th of July. But in order to be there, they need to win today. The round of 16, about to get underway then in Euro 2024. It is flying by. We've had our rest. No more 3 games a day. But this is where it gets serious. 16 remain. 1 will be knocked out today. Simoz Marciniak is the referee. And he will get us underway here. Imbolo will knock it back to his centre half. And we are underway here in the first round of 16 tie. Gary says, bet American commentators are glad Fagioli is pronounced with a soft G. Yeah. Don't want to be slipping up on that. But yeah, I think Switzerland, they want to get on top early. They want to set the tone, cause Italy problems, put Italy under pressure. Because if they manage to do that, I mean, we'll see the cracks reopen. Like we did against Albania. Like we did against Spain. I mean, Spain played them off the park. They were second best against Croatia. And that is a need away by Brian Cristante. Out for a Switzerland corner. And this is what I mean. 40 seconds in. Switzerland winning themselves a corner. And already starting to put this Italian backline under pressure then. Corner then. Remo Freuler is over it. Akanji in the box. Cher in the box. Xhaka there as well. A lot of aerial threat for the Swiss. Ball to be whipped in by Remo Freuler. That's not good. We're back running. Ball whipped in. Looking for Akanji. Headed away by Gianluca Mancini. Di Lorenzo gets up. Beats Ndoye to it. Headed away by Chiesa. Only as far as Rodriguez though. And Switzerland have the ball back. Schär under pressure. Very, very dangerous pass. But he recovers it. And Sommer will now be able to knock it long. Looking for Briel and Bolo up there. He is going to offer a physical fight to the Italian centre-halves. Nicolo Barella dancing through the side there but committing a foul. Barella's not happy with it. But yeah. Gary saying Mark Clattenburg is the refereeing analyst on the Fox Sports Broad. What's he analysing? He can't referee a game himself. So he went from Nottingham Forest's advisor man, like a VAR advisor, to now being on Fox Sports. So his career, he's not had a great post-refereeing career. Nia says Murat Yakin's looking rather suave. I haven't seen him actually. Maybe I'll see him in a minute. But I'll take your word for it. I can see Spalletti animated right on the touchline, animated at his side, demanding a high level of performance today because he knows that is what is required to beat Switzerland. Rodriguez looking for that ball through the middle, too much on it, and it will run out for a Italian goal kick. Taking any gig he can get right now, yeah. Anything that will pay him, he'll do it for a bit of money. But yeah. 3 minutes gone then. Neither side's really got the ball down. Very nervy start to this game. Which is what you expect. An Italy side who are out of sorts at the moment, and a Switzerland side who, although they're a very good side, some players in this squad will not be used to this occasion. And Arbisher there has drawn a foul. Another one. Italy, as I said, they've got to watch their discipline today, and they've already conceded a couple fouls early on here. Here is Ndoye. Plays it into Mbolo, battling hard. Ball leathered away by Mancini. Xhaka. Arbisher. Across to Ryder. Cuts it back to Xhaka. Into Rodriguez. Ndoye attacking the touchline. Puts the ball in and it's headed away well. Once again by Mancini. Bastoni. Good header from the Italian centre-half. But Switzerland enjoying the early possession here. Putting this Italian side under a lot of pressure. Vargas plays a 1-2 with Arbisher. Rodriguez looks to deliver it. Doesn't. Gives it to Vargas. Switzerland scrapping over it. Oh, Freuler was tripped up there. Fancies a free kick. Marciniak says no. Dangerous game in there from Fagioli. And Stefan El Shaarawy there trying to run down the touchline and ends up running out of play. But yeah, Italy, started this game, how they ended the group stage. It's really not been a good tournament so far, and it's showing up once again. Switzerland here, as Gary says, on the front foot so far in this match. It's what they do. They smell blood. They see how vulnerable this Italian side have been so far in this tournament, and they want to take full advantage of that. And they've got the quality, they've got the players that can do that. And Italy have got to be careful here, because first 5 minutes, it's been all Switzerland. They're enjoying themselves out there. They're saying I've always likened Switzerland to Austria. I think the same principles. The difference is that I think Ralf Rangnick is a far better coach than Murat Yakin. Rangnick gives you that something else. But yeah, I think, definitely the same principles and the same kind of method. They want to put Italy under pressure today. They want to force that error. But I think there's a bit more structure and a bit more, a bit more defensive structure, and a bit more of a lack of pragmatism from Murat Yakin than there is with Ralf Rangnick. Nia says Italy only really looked decent when they played Albania, and that was only the first half. I mean, yeah, and it went 1-0 down in that game. Well, here's El Shaarawy, won back by Ndoye. He's getting a bit scrappy in there, but he does manage to win the free kick. Yeah, I mean, Italy were okay in that half, but as I said, they went 1-0 down early on. They scored 2 goals in quick succession and then did nothing after that. But I get what you mean. It's been a really poor tournament for Italy, especially in front of goal. Only scored 3 goals in the group stage. Switzerland scoring 5. It's worrying. Conceded in every single game as well, did Italy. Not the kind of group stage that the reigning champions were looking for. And so far in this game, they're under all sorts of pressure from Switzerland. Akanji into Freuler. Ball to Granit Xhaka. Xhaka into Fabian Rieder. Sorry, that's Remo Freuler. Good play between Ndoye and Arbisha. Chiesa spinning on the ball, plays it to Di Lorenzo. Ball to Barella. To Bastoni. Goes inside to Brian Cristante. Back into Barella. Barella was clipped. He wants a free kick. Referee waves on. And Granit Xhaka will drive it through for Switzerland. Here is Arbisha. Back to Xhaka. Here is Vargas. Vargas cuts inside, looks to deliver it. Goes back to Arbisha. Across to Rodriguez. Rodriguez back to the left wing back, Arbisha. I mean, look at this. Italy, 11 players in their own final third. Switzerland coming forward and just putting on the all. They can't get out. Italy cannot get out. There you go. Di Lorenzo tries to clear it. Falls to Vargas. Keeps it in play well. Arbisha to Granit Xhaka. I mean, this is really poor from Italy already. No intent. Nothing. All sat behind the ball, just absorbing pressure. That's what Switzerland are doing so well. Here is Arbisha. To Rodriguez, and that is really silly from Brian Cristante there. Arbisha plays the pass, and Cristante just goes over and kicks him. Really unnecessary. And Brian Cristante's got to remember, if he is booked today, he will miss the quarter-final. Oh, that is just silly. It's frustration. It's frustration, is what it is. I don't understand that. That's the problem. You're 8 minutes in, and because they're under so much pressure, Cristante's got frustrated and just kicked somebody. And also, Nicolo Barella has gone down off the ball here. He was on the end of a bit of a thumping from Remo Freuler earlier on. That's the one he was asking for a foul for. Ref didn't give it. He did go down. He then got back up, and now he's gone down again in his own penalty area. Physios are on there, and Pellegrini has been sent out to warm up for Italy. Nick is saying, but as England fans, we can't really criticise anyone else. Yeah, I guess so. No. The Swiss are getting plenty of the ball here. Yeah, it's been all Switzerland, and I'm surprised. I'm not surprised. I mean, on paper it's surprising, but realistically, the way both sides have played this tournament, it's not surprising to anyone. Yeah, Italy have not been good enough, and they are showing that once again here. Gary says, neat looking stadium this. Yes, this is the Berlin Stadium. This is where the final will be played on July the 14th. So, makes sense that it is a very, very nice stadium. Is it the Woolstadion? I think. Might be wrong with that one. But yeah, it's definitely the final venue. Vargas, though, cuts it back to Freuler. Freuler to Arbischer. Ball put in. Akanji looks to flick it on. Italy managed to deflect it. They haven't got the ball away, though. They're trying to play out. And that has failed. And it is back with Fabian Schär. Guys, what's up, Brad? Dead leg probably should be okay. Yeah, I think he just took a knock in the back there, in the back of his thigh. But I'm sure he'll be okay. Lovely 1-2 between Arbischer and Vargas. Vargas feels he was pulled to the floor by Di Lorenzo. The referee says no, get up. And Italy have the ball back. Chiesa tries to spin Rodriguez, won back by the Swiss centre-half. Here is Granit Xhaka. Back to Ricardo Rodriguez. Xhaka on the ball again. In control of this midfield. Granit Xhaka. Boss the midfield for Leverkusen. Bossing it for Switzerland. That's a lovely ball. Looking for Ndoye. But it is a haphazard volley. It's a very pathetic volley. And that will just roll out for a Italy goal kick. Lovely ball across by Granit Xhaka and Ndoye. Going for the wonder strike. Just didn't catch it nicely. Would expect him to do better with that chance. But yeah, Italy then got a chance here to get the ball down from the goal kick and play their football. The problem is, they play out here and then suddenly they're under pressure. And here you go, because Sante's got no one to go to. Plays it inside. This is better. There you go. 1-2 touch football from Italy. They're getting the ball moving. Di Lorenzo just fires it up the line to absolutely nobody, and Switzerland have it back. I mean, Switzerland have played really well in the first 10 minutes, but Italy are making it easy for them. They really are. Not good enough from the holders. And Switzerland, if they need to use all this possession, use the advantage while they're on top. They really do, and it's pulled back for another silly foul. I mean, there was 2 in there. I'm not sure which one's been given. Marciniak has given the one on Vargas, I think. But again, Italy becoming frustrated and fouling people. I'm absolutely stunned why they're just going around, kicking each other. Not kicking each other, but, they're getting frustrated. And I understand why, but the way to deal with that is not to go booting people. Because it's playing into Switzerland's hands at the moment. Olympia Stadion, that's the one, according to Google. Yes, it is. For a quick translation into English, the Olympic Stadium. But yeah, no, that is right. What's the... I think the... I can't remember what the Woolstadion one is then. But yeah, a good start to this game. A free kick then for Switzerland. Nothing is working on the Wi-Fi at the moment. Apologies. But yeah, Arbischer then. To put the ball in. Here is the left wing back for Switzerland. He will swing the ball in. It's not a bad delivery, and it's caught by Donnarumma. Good goalkeeping again. No one for Switzerland was really under it. Should have really... Someone's got to run onto that. So the ball's got to be swung away from the goalkeeper, really. Italy still haven't got going in this game. Here is Fede Chiesa. Plays it to Brian Cristante. Tries to switch the play. That is a poor ball across. And heading out for a throw by Remo Freuler. Dara Azizi, you're under the stream, mate. Saying hello, all. Welcome, Dara. Here is Gianluca Mancini. Inside to Barella. Back to Mancini. Uses Di Lorenzo. Italy just really, struggling to get through the first few lines of press from Switzerland. And yeah, I'm stunned, to be completely honest. I really am. Apologies about this, guys. Just trying to get this to work again. But yeah, I'd have expected a lot better. A lot better from Italy. You know, I don't think they've been good enough. But yeah. Just trying to sort this out. Oh, it's because that isn't even turned on. Brilliant. There we go. Just reboot this again. If it will let me. But yeah, I think first 15 then, a really competitive start from Switzerland, causing a lot of problems for Italy. But yeah, hopefully this will reload. There we go, back in. That is a lovely ball through down the line. Good run from Bastoni. It is a big tackle from Rodriguez to stop that ball in. The first time Italy had really come forward. Brian Cristante making a good run there. Getting in between the slot, between the left centre half and the left wing back. And winning an Italian corner. The first time they've come forward. The first time that they have got into the penalty area they've got into Switzerland's penalty area. Now saying only 2 touches for Scamacca so far. Italy looking a bit more threatening now. Yeah, I mean, clearly they're showing some intent to get out and to play some good football. Ball swung deep on the volley was El Shaarawy. Didn't really get anything on it. It's not cleared properly by Switzerland. But, I mean, only 2 touches for Scamacca shows you everything about Italy, Italy's chance creation. They've got nothing. They've got absolutely nothing. They've created, nothing today. Like they have for most of the group stage. Really poor at the moment at generating opportunities to score. Generating opportunities for the striker to get on the ball. That's a lovely ball, though. Across the field, Chiesa can't quite keep it in. But the right idea from Italy. Starting to play some better football. Gareth has all these hand gestures from both sides. Yeah, I mean, obviously the Italians, it's kind of the trademark. It's the stereotypical Italian hand signals, but Switzerland have some of their own. Especially, I'm looking at Spalletti. His hands are never in his pockets. They're constantly, doing something, showing something, representing it to his side what he demands. Brilliant dummy from Briel Mbolo. It's a 4-on-3 for Switzerland. Here is Ndoye to Mbolo. Mbolo whips it into the hands of Donnarumma. The ball in there was not good enough for Briel Mbolo. And now Italy's chance to come on the break. Stefan El Shaarawy. Going left, going right, skips over the tackle from Granit Xhaka. And that is a free kick for Italy. Superb football from the Italian winger, El Shaarawy, showing that he's still got it. Brilliant. Darts inside. Oh, it's a soft. He makes a meal of it. He really does. He jumps into Xhaka, winning the free kick. It's a harsh one, you feel. Dar says SA are going to have a bat well to win. One says it's a competitive title. Yeah, I mean, you could take nothing from India. They played very, very well. But free kick then for Italy. A big chance for, who is it over it? Is that Chiesa in the equation? Chiesa's going over for the chat. Barella's there as well. Scamacca is involved. Was a foul this, isn't it? Oh yeah, it was a foul. He cuts inside and he stops his run. Even if El Shaarawy did make a meal of it. Sommer then organising his wall. A chance for Italy, 27 metres away. Oh, they play it quickly. Oh, that is caught me out. Sorry, I was having a drink. And narrowly wide by Di Lorenzo. They were gearing up to take it as a normal shot. Then Nicolo Barea just dinks it over the top into Di Lorenzo, catches everybody out, and he scuffs the volley. It was a really well-worked routine, but poorly executed. Right idea, poorly executed. Italians there trying something different to catch Switzerland out. Xhaka was making an attempt to play the ball. No, he wouldn't have got near the ball. Offside, but what a miss. Yeah, he looked just off. But as you say, realistically, he's got to make better connect. He's got to get on target. I mean, a routine like that provided him with a golden opportunity, and he just miskicked the ball completely. But yeah, Italy then, last 5 minutes, working their way back into this game. Switzerland then, just enjoying the ball. They're going to try and settle down. As I said, last couple of minutes, the Italians are clawing back some momentum. Switzerland looking to quieten that down immediately by getting on the ball, getting the game back into their hands, and trying to come forward with it. Here is Manuel Akanji. Inside to Xhaka. Xhaka's got options left and right. Looking for Mbolo, goes to Rodriguez instead. Rodriguez into Xhaka. Xhaka into Arbisha and Doye. Back to Granit Xhaka. Here is Breel Mbolo. It's a good touch. Lays it into Varga. Unlucky there. Really unlucky. Mbolo couldn't quite get through. Here's Rodriguez. Here is Granit Xhaka. Knocks it out wide to Ndoye. Ndoye cuts it back to Remo Freuler. Out wide to Fabian Schär. Back to Akanji. Xhaka. Schär again. Goes all the way back to Jan Sommer. Switzerland still trying to find a way through. This is good football, isn't it? As I says, they're being patient. Playing the ball out from the back, yeah. Just trying to wear Italy down. Try and find a gap. Poor misplaced pass from Xhaka there. Gets away with it there and it ends up falling to Rodriguez. Ball into Arbisha. Into Vargas now. Vargas running at Di Lorenzo. Cuts inside. Plays it to Granit Xhaka. Across to Fabian Rieder. Looks for Mbolo. Can't quite find him. And that is seen out well by Bastoni for an Italy goal kick. Yeah, just tries to find Mbolo. Runs out of play. Problem for Switzerland is they get to final third and there's no quality to put a decent ball in. Yeah, I mean, they've got decent players though. I think, Vargas. I mean, front three of Vargas and Mbolo and Ndoye today. They're good players, but that chance creation's got to come from deeper. It's got to come from Arbisha and Ryder as your wing backs. It's got to come from Granit Xhaka as playing in that pivot with Freuler. They've got a front three that are really good at taking their chances, but in terms of creating them, that's got to come from within the side. Here's Granit Xhaka. Inside to Freuler. Back to Rodriguez. Rodriguez goes to Xhaka, who's dropped in here. Akanji through the line, so Remo Freuler. Chance opening up for Switzerland now. Freuler looks to find him. Mbolo can't find him. Intercepted. Now Italy have it back. You feel like Switzerland... Roy Freuler just got to hit it there. Scamacca, that's a poor pass across the centre of the pitch. One back by Switzerland. Akanji into Freuler. Freuler into Arbisha. Ricardo Rodriguez. Akanji into Xhaka. Rodriguez. Arbisha. Lovely ball into Breel Mbolo, who's in behind here. He will have a go. It's a brilliant save from Gianluigi Donnarumma. Will fall to Ndoye as I go. It was blocked. Ryder can't get on it. Freuler gets out of his feet as I go. Blocked, and Mbolo leaves it because he was offside. I mean, initially it looked like Breel Mbolo was offside. That's why. I mean, he kind of slowed down. He was in fact on. In behind. That was a big opportunity. And another great save from Donnarumma. It's too predictable for Mbolo. He opens up his body way too early and Donnarumma just reads where he's going to go. I mean, I was expecting the flag to go up, but he was indeed onside. I think everyone, including him, was expecting the flag to go up there. As Nick says, flag didn't go up, should have scored, made it far too easy for the keeper. Yeah, he committed too early, opened up his body, showed Donnarumma where he was going to go, which allowed Donnarumma to dive the right way. But as you said, I thought... to be honest, I was expecting the flag to go up, and I think the Italian defence were as well, and so was Breel Mbolo. Yeah, he looked a bit sheepish running through there. He looked like, I'm offside, but I'm going to score anyway. Try to be too clever with the finish. Need to put his lace through as a matter of chance. Yeah. That's a huge opportunity. 1-on-1 with Donnarumma. Mbolo denied, but he should have done better with the effort. That's a lovely ball into Arbisher. Flicks it onto Mbolo. Battling hard in there. That is really good work from Fagioli, but it's one back by Mbolo. Has a go. It's blocked by Mancini. Bastoni can get rid of it and deals with it. Italy now going to play out. Chiesa running down the left-hand side. Beats one. Beats two. He is leaving Swiss players on the floor in his wake. Here is Fagioli. Space to use for an Italian midfielder. Tries to dink it over the top. Intercepted. Will fall back to El Shaarawy, who's cutting inside. Goes one way, goes the other, gets a shot away. And that's a big block from Manuel Akanji to put it out for a Switzerland corner. But Italy's wingers providing all the fun and flair today. Dancing inside, dancing out. Brilliant footwork from El Shaarawy. And a big block from Akanji. It looks like someone would have it anyway. But really good footwork from Chiesa initially. And then El Shaarawy with the chance. Corner to Italy. Gary says, wonder if the Swiss can keep this up for 90 minutes or if they'll burn out. Definitely looking the better side so far. Yeah. I mean, it's been relentless. It's been high energy. As you say, it'll be interesting if they can match that. But if they want to win games like this, if they want to get through to the quarterfinals, they have to maintain that standard. Ball whipped in, poor corner. Doesn't beat the first man, headed out for another one by Remo Freuler. Problem is, even if they do keep this up for 90 minutes, can they score? Well, exactly that. And then the longer this goes, can they keep this up for 120? I doubt it. Barella puts the ball in, headed away by Arbisher. Chiesa will recycle. Ball back with Barella, who looks to loop it in there, and that'll run through straight to Jan Sommer in the Switzerland net. But yeah, I think, as you guys are saying, Switzerland will be happy with how they've started this game. But there's a long way to go. They've got to maintain this standard. They've got to try and find the back of the net. Arbisher into Briel Mbolo, who holds it up superbly. Lays it off to Ndoye, who gets a touch out of his feet. Has a go. It's charged down. It's a big block in there from Matteo Darmian, it is. One back by Switzerland. Here is Granit Xhaka. Xhaka into Arbisher. To Ryder. Ndoye puts it back across the box. No one can get on the end of it, and it's out for a goal kick. But again, good football from Switzerland, causing the Italians problems. Another good opportunity you feel like they've got to do better with. Jamie Todd, welcome to the stream. Asking, are Italy any better than Prime San Marino right now? Ninga says Prime San Marino are better. Prime San Marino. I mean, did they ever have a Prime? Gary saying in terms of food, yes. On the football pitch, not really. Yeah, that is spot on. I think really. I don't think any version of San Marino would get anywhere near where we are today. Chiesa inside to Scamacca, knocks it to Brian Cristante. That's a loose pass, and it is pounced on by Ndoye. Goes back to Fabian Schär. Here is Remo Freuler. Freuler to Akanji. Akanji to Rodriguez. Rodriguez into Mbolo. Mbolo, good feet. Does he win a free kick? Apparently not. He feels like it was. I think that was a bit of a dubious one. Marciniak waving it away. Mbolo's back on the ball here. Later tries to play it through to Vargas. Doesn't quite work out. Poor in there from Arbisher. Italy have it back, but they lump it out the pitch. And Jan Sommer will just come and get that inside his own half. And he'll give it to Manuel Akanji. Here is Remo Freuler. Into Fabian Schär. Schär. One of those two. Here's Akanji. Akanji to Rodriguez. Rodriguez switches it out wide. Finding Ndoye. Great touch. Sets it in front of him. Up against Darmian. Goes back to Schär. Here is Akanji. Switzerland again, piling on the pressure. Here is Ndoye. Ndoye whips it in, headed away by Alessandro Bastoni. Headed back in towards Donnarumma, but well claimed by the Italian goalkeeper. Gary says, pretty sure San Marino's entire population would struggle to fill half the stadium, though. Yeah. I mean, both these sides today have absolutely packed it out. But as you say, I'm not sure if San Marino will get many fans over it. Nick says, Xhaka running the game at the moment. Yeah, he's been superb. Had a brilliant domestic season for Leverkusen, and he has brought that form into the group stage. He was my player of the match against Hungary. He had 2 solid games against Switzerland and Germany. And he's now delivering in the round of 16. Really, really solid performance. The problem is, similarly to how teams play against Slovakia when they've given Stas to have Lobotka space, Granit Xhaka is getting space today and he's allowed him to control, and he lays it in here to Arbisha, who runs himself down an alley, which is a bit of a shame. They will recycle it back though. Here is Rodriguez into Arbisha. Arbisha dinks it in, looking for Briel and Bolo, headed away by Bastoni, only as far as Ndoye. He finds Cher, who's dancing through the team. Tries to get a shot away, it's blocked, falls to Granit Xhaka, knocks it back to Ryder. Here is Ricardo. Rodriguez has a go from range just over the bar, losing his shin pad in the process. He hit that strike so hard that his shin pad came flying with it. Not sure how he's managed that, but just over the bar from the Swiss centre half. Nia says, you're right, Gary, do you look up the numbers? 33,660 is their population. I mean, so yeah, you're spot on. They would actually struggle. You get the whole population of San Marino and they still wouldn't fill half this stadium. Says it all, doesn't it? Here's Granit Xhaka. Gives it to Manuel Akanji. To Arbisha. Through to Briel and Bolo. And it's a big tackle in there from Di Lorenzo. And that is out for a Switzerland free kick. Yeah. What's saying like 8? Yeah, 75. Do Vatican City have a football team? Good. I don't think so. No. And if they do, they don't compete at a very high level. That's all I can say. Here is Briel and Bolo. Oh, that's a poor pass. One back by Italy. Vatican City's official team is called FC. God, it's made up entirely of the Swiss guards. Alright, fair enough. 13 to play. And Jack says, yeah, Gary Pope was in goal. Good one. Nice. Yeah, like it. Any other Vatican City footballers? That's a lovely throw down the line into Fabian Rieder, who just fires it across the goal, not really thinking about it. And, yeah, straight into the gloves of Gianluigi Donnarumma. Let me guess, Jesus up front. Yes, nice. Good stuff, good stuff. So if you do like this kind of witty banter, make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a like on the stream and get involved in the live chat. See if you can come up with a Vatican City-based football joke yourself. That's our new target audience. 12 to play then. Goalless so far in this round of 16 tie. Switzerland having a lot of the pressure and a lot of the ball. Italy kind of submitting themselves to being under pressure, but they have had their moments. Briel and Bolo having the best opportunity of the half, going one-on-one with Gianluigi Donnarumma. To put into context, this Italian side in the first 34 minutes have had 35% of the ball with one shot. That is not good enough. The reigning champions, the current holders of the European Championships, have had 35% of the ball and one shot in 35 minutes. And that is really poor from Italy. It's good from Switzerland, don't get me wrong. Switzerland have been brilliant, but not good enough from Italy. And Switzerland were counter-attacking there, and Nicolo Barella brought him down, and that will mean... No, Barella gets away with it. He went on a yellow. But yeah, just bringing down Fabian Rieder as he was counter-attacking. Into the book goes Barella. Here is Granit Xhaka. I think that says he is in control of today. He has been bossing that midfield. Here is Rodriguez. Next, doesn't he get Jorginho on? What, for the possession or for the shots? I'm guessing the possession, because I think Jorginho scored one goal for Chelsea. That was Fulham away, I remember that. Terrible effort. He was in the yellow kit. Well, that's a good ball through. Falls to Arbisha. Gets it stuck on his feet. Brings it back round. Shouldn't be twat Jorginho. Arbisha to Granit Xhaka. Back to Arbisha. Here is Xhaka. Akanji. Across to Fabian Rieder. Akanji. Here is Granit Xhaka. Back to centre half. Jorginho's the reason they won last time. Yeah, I think what Jorginho does best is because obviously he doesn't offer you much attacking output, but what he offers you possession. He offers you control, and obviously if you're in control of the game, then suddenly you can do more with it. You can do more. You can create more. And do better. I don't know why he's playing up tonight. Apologies, guys. Here is Vargas into Arbisha, and it's 1-0 Switzerland. So a brilliant, brilliant finish from Remo Freuler. A lovely, lovely goal. And that has been a long time coming. They have pushed Italy to the brink, and they have finally forced a way through. And Switzerland have a merited lead here. And it is thinking time for the holders. They are under pressure. They've been under the cosh. And now they're 1-0 down with 10 to the end of the half. I'll have to look back at this because the coverage was stopped while the goal was going in. Vargas lays it into Freuler. A brilliant touch. And then slots it past Donnarumma, who gets a leg on it. But it's not enough to keep it out. And Switzerland lead on the volley. Remo Freuler. Great first touch to spin it up to himself. Leathers it. Takes a nick off Mancini. A nick off Donnarumma. But it finds the bottom corner. And Switzerland lead. A well taken goal. A deserved goal. Really good football from Switzerland. Vargas laying the ball into him. And reaping the rewards was Remo Freuler. And now Switzerland take the lead. The first goal on the round of 16 stage goes to the Swiss. And now, 7 minutes till the end of the first half. Italy have got to go back to the drawing board. Think this one out. Murat Yakin, now it's his turn to be animated on the sidelines. His side are winning. He now wants them to hold that standard. Here is Cristante. Di Lorenzo. Out wide to Federico Chiesa. Cuts inside, beats one. Cuts inside, beats two. Lays it into Fagioli. Across to Darmian. El Shaarawy. Back to Fagioli. El Shaarawy was caught, and that is a free kick to Italy. Nias thought he should have hit it first time. Gary's got his vending machine money. Nias says, that touch risky. I just twatted it my first time myself, and I'm not pro football. Yes. I mean, the touch was risky, but in the end, it actually set it up perfectly for him. To just twat it, as you say, twat it past Donnarumma. Fagioli dinks it in. Terrible ball in, headed away by Granit Xhaka. That is a hell of a header. from the edge of his own area away to the halfway line. It's a brilliant header. But yeah, Nina says worst thing Switzerland could do is sit back now. They need to keep playing the same way. Exactly. Need to keep putting Italy under pressure, keep causing them problems. Don't want to do an England and just take the lead and then just invite pressure on yourselves, and then when you concede, go, oh no, we've conceded. But as you say, Switzerland need to keep this standard, need to hold this high performance they've played so far. They've got the goal, they deserve that goal. Now they've got to maintain that pressure, maintain that intensity. A big goal in this game. Italy have not been good enough at this tournament so far, and it is showing today. And they're going to have to find something magical in the second half to get back into this game. Lovely ball over the top from Barella, cut out by Rodriguez. Switzerland are now a demonstration of a well-run unit, a defensively structured unit that put teams under a lot of pressure, hold firm at the back, very regimented. Every player knows their role in this team and executing a game plan to perfection. Here is Matteo Darmian. Here is Barella, Fagioli. Out wide to Darmian. Back to Barella. Across to Cristante. Chiesa dinks it through to Di Lorenzo. He is forced back to Cristante. Mancini. Bastoni. Now it's Italy's turn to put on the pressure on. Ricardo Rodriguez hacks it clear though. Switzerland need to get out. They need to get out. They're under pressure a bit. And they do that. Look at the pressure from Granit Xhaka. Incredible intensity. Leading by example the skipper. And there you go. They force the error. Di Lorenzo getting stuck in the turf. Misses the ball. And he is down here. Hopefully he's okay. Got caught as he went to take the ball in his stride. Just got caught on the turf. Ball rolls past him off the pitch. And he ends up on the turf. Brilliant from Vargas. What a run from Freuler. Arriving late. Touch, bang, goal. Superb execution. No messing around. Touch was a bit of a dodgy one, but it actually ended up setting him up perfectly to blast it past Donnarumma. And a well-taken goal. A well-deserved goal from Switzerland. Brilliant celebrations. The fans are loving that one. 3 minutes then till the end of the 45. Already feels like they're allowing Italy to take the initiative, but whether it's actually stepping up or the Swiss sitting back, it's hard to tell. Yeah, you're spot on. I mean, yeah, as you say. I mean, Italy were camped in Switzerland's half there, which we haven't seen all game. So hopefully, for the sake of the game, hopefully that's Italy stepping it up. Because Switzerland are now just going to sit back. They're going to cost themselves dearly here. But yeah, spot on it now. Can't get hemmed into their own half in the way Italy were the first off. Exactly. They can't just submit themselves to pressure. They've got to keep, plugging away at it. Keep going at Italy. Don't just don't go 1-0 up and go, our work's done now. Let's sit back and hope for the best. Bit like the deflection, having the touch, let the defender getting half block on the shot. Yeah, I guess. It would have felt nicely as well if he did just hit that first time. But from a defensive midfielder to make that kind of run and to keep the shot down was good enough. Kanji into Ndoye. Skips past Matteo Darmian. Brilliant running from Ndoye. Hands all over him from Barella and Darmian. Back out to Rida. Plays it to Arbisha. Poor touch. But somehow gets it to Xhaka. Freuler. Back to Fabian Schär. Back to Remo Freuler. What a half he's having. Waits on the ball. Uses Rida to Ndoye. Here is Granit Xhaka. Freuler. Arbisha. Xhaka again. Better from Switzerland. This is what they wanted to see. This is what they need to keep doing. Going back now to the standard they were playing. Here is Remo Freuler. Fabian Schär running through the Italian defence was caught there. That's a really silly tackle, that is, from, is it Darmian? No, it was El Shaarawy. And Marciniak shows him the yellow card. Sloppy. Really sloppy foul for the Italian winger. And again, a show of frustration from Italy. Oh, it's a nasty one. It's a nasty one, I'll tell you that. Accidental, but nasty. Gary coming with the Vatican City knowledge. Yes, it's international level. Freuler, what scores about 1 in 10 games. Fair enough. It's not a bad record. I mean, him and Xhaka kind of taking turns just to sit in there. But we know how Xhaka's been, just screening and controlling the play. Free kick, ball put in by Arbisher, and it's nearly gone in. So it's Fabian Rieder to hit it. Looked like Arbisher was going to take it. He didn't. He ran away from it. And that is a phenomenal save, actually, from Donnarumma. Oh, that's a ridiculous save. That is an absolutely outrageous stop from Gianluigi Donnarumma. Tipping it onto the post and out for a Switzerland corner. 3 minutes of additional time. Ball whipped in again, headed away by Cristante. Up in the air. And away from Italy. Yeah, as you guys are saying, really good free kick and another wonder save from Donnarumma, and he comes up big for his side, doesn't he? Time and time again, when Italy have needed him in this competition, he has kept them in the game, because if that goes in, 2-0 Switzerland, it'll be a long road back for the Italians. Ball put out of play by Matteo Darmian. A really, really strong first half from Switzerland. Murat Yakin will be happy with how his side have played, but the job is not done yet. They are only halfway there. Scamacca heads it down to Stefan El Shaarawy. Akanji skips past him. Ball back with Ndoye. Ndoye running at Darmian. Beats Darmian. Is that a corner? Is it a goal kick? It's a corner. Good football from Switzerland. Good football from Ndoye. Winning the corner from Matteo Darmian. Maybe that wasn't a corner. But he's won one anyway. Foul from Darmian, that, yeah. I say it looked more like a free kick, but he did give him a kick. Still haven't seen a free kick go in yet, I know. It's got to be one at this tournament. It's got to be. Ball in again. Schär heads it up, but that is up and wide, and it doesn't matter anyway, because the free kick's been given. Because Ndoye parred into Donnarumma, who did not take very kindly to that, and did not take very kindly to the apology from Ndoye. I mean, that is another show for sure. It's 6 of one, half dozen the other, really. Both end up on the floor. But Donnarumma was not pleased with the reaction from Ndoye, really. It wasn't a corner, didn't touch it. Yeah, I thought that. If anything, it was a free kick, I think. Here is Mancini. And that is it then. That is the half. 45 minutes played here. Switzerland 1. Italy 0. After 45 minutes, the holders of the European Championships are trailing. They have carried their form from the group stage into the round of 16. Another poor first half showing from the Italians, and Switzerland providing the story of the first half here. A wonderful goal from Remo Freuler. Very tidy finish. And Italy trail here. And that is a big talking point. If you are tuning in now, get your thoughts on that first half in the chat, and I will read them out to see what you guys are thinking at the moment. Nick says, we were discussing this pre-tournament, weren't we? Because there aren't many direct free kicks in the Premier League. Yeah, it has been a distinct lack of free kick goals over the last year or so. Against Scotland, Switzerland didn't look anything special. They didn't. And that, from and as I think two things for me on that is that I think, yes, Switzerland look in that game, but Switzerland looked very good against Hungary and they looked good against Germany, albeit it was a rotated side from Germany. But obviously, Switzerland are a good side. They're a really good side. They're set up really well. But I think their performance is being heightened by how Italy have played. If Italy played the way we know they can, then Italy would win this game. But it's not been good enough from Italy at all. They've shown absolutely nothing. No fight, no desire. And they haven't been able to get on the ball at all. But what it is that, and Nick asked the question, what's the reason the Swiss are dominating physicality, desire and tactics? I think that your last point is the big one there, is tactics. Because the reason Switzerland drew to Germany, the reason Switzerland beat France in 2020 is because I think defensively they are such a good unit. And Murat Yakin has come in and he has, performed that as well. And honestly, it works both ways. I will touch on Italy in a minute. They've been absolutely terrible and that heightens the performance. But Switzerland know how to set up against teams like Italy. But, they're defensively solid. They're structured well. But the difference in this game is, and this is where Italy come into it, is that Murat Yakin has sat in that, before this game, yesterday, this morning, they would have watched Italy in the group stage. They'd have spent the last few days watching how Italy have played, seeing what they're like, and they would have smelt blood. And that is shown by the intent from Switzerland today. The pressure that they put Italy under, the amount of players that Switzerland have sent forward into the attack, into the press, to try and cause the error, to try and draw out something from Italy. And it is working because Murat Yakin came into this game knowing that he could take advantage of Italy's poor play, and that is exactly what they're doing. If Italy were playing to the best ability, we would see a Switzerland side who are sat back in their own half, in regimented banks of four, defending. That means a 3-4-3 for Switzerland today. It would probably look like a 5-4-1 or a 5-4-1 or 5-2-3. Because that is what you'd expect when they're playing a side against Italy. But Murat Yakin, in this game, has looked at what we've seen from Italy in the group stage and gone, actually, we can win this game by taking advantage of them, by putting them under pressure, by causing them problems and, frustrating them. Exactly what they've done. They've pressed high up the pitch, they've caused Italy problems in attacking areas, and we've seen that frustration. Italy giving away cheap free kicks, picking up costly yellow cards, all because they're being frustrated by how they're under the cosh for most of that second half. And that is, I think that is the big thing from Italy, is what Switzerland doing so well is by playing on the front foot, like Gary said, by playing in an attacking manner, they are lowering Italy's performance by frustrating them and by not allowing them to do anything. Because by frustrating a side by Italy, suddenly their football you reduce the quality of their play. So you have to take your hat off to Switzerland. Murat Yakin has set his side up superbly in this game. They're playing their opposition to a T. And sometimes, in the famous words of Harvey Specter, you don't play the odds, sometimes you have to play the man. And that is exactly what Switzerland are doing today. They are playing their opposition. They are looking at, they're looking at what Switzerland's strengths are, but they're also looking at what are Italy's weaknesses. Why have they done so poorly this tournament? Right, we're going to target that. We're going to put them under pressure from minute one. We're going to make them overthink. We're going to get in their heads and bang, we're going to take the lead. And that's exactly what they've done. And they're performing that to a brilliant, brilliant quality. As Jack says, Italy looks so poor. Nick says Italy have created next to nothing so far. And that's the problem for Italy. They have looked terrible. They were really poor in the group stage. And without Donnarumma making some big saves against Albania, Spain and Croatia in all three games, they could have been in big trouble. A 98th minute equaliser against Croatia is the only reason they're here. If they'd lost that game, they would have been out because 3 points would not have been enough. And their goal difference would have been skewed. So, for Italy, it has not been a good tournament. And you'd think the knockouts would have been a clean slate. But it hasn't been. Because nothing has changed from Spalletti's side. They're second best to everything. They're second best to every ball, to every fight, to every challenge. They are losing all of them. And Switzerland are doing that because by doing that, they're stopping Italy from playing football. And they're just devoid of everything are Italy. There's no confidence in that pitch. There's no belief that they were going to win today. And they've been very sloppy, very poor. I mean, they've been put under so much pressure that they can't play out. They're trying to play out and they can't. They haven't been able to get the ball down and play football today because of Switzerland's performance. And that is not good enough from Italy. In the second half, they need to calm down, they need to get the ball down, and they need to play football. Too many players are shying away on this pitch, going under the radar, not playing well. They need to step it up in the second half. If not, they're out. Simple as that. There's been errors. There's been a lot of errors, really. I mean, misplaced passes, sloppy free kicks, poor touches, mistimed tackles. It's been all over the place from Italy. In every single department, they have been outscored by Switzerland. And then you have to question what is going on. Because this side won the European Championships not 4 years ago. And if you look at what's changed from that, okay, yes, there's been a change of manager, but Mancini's good. But Spalletti, what a manager he is! What a manager he is! And then you have to question, why is it going so wrong? You've got an elite coach who is coming into this after having an incredible campaign with in domestic football, coming into this, and it is not working for Italy. It is not working. And they've got to rethink. They've got to work out what is going wrong in the next 45 minutes. If not, they'll be waving goodbye to their European Championship title. And it stuns me. It really does. I expected better from the Italians today. But who knows? There's still another 45 minutes. But from what we've seen so far in this game, from what we've seen so far in this tournament, Italy haven't got it in them to step it up. I frankly cannot believe that, they've been this poor. I really can't. And they've got to sort it out in the second half. I think tactically, they look, being outplayed tactically by Murat Yakin in Switzerland. The personnel on the pitch have been absolutely shocking. You've got to start looking around and pointing fingers. Someone's got to take the ball. And the ball. Someone's got to take the ball and stick it in the back of the net. But yeah, it feels like this Italy side, there's no responsibility. And I'm not, obviously on the pitch they've been shocking, but I think, some of that can also lead to the off the pitch problems. Nobody in this Italy side is taking responsibility of the game. No one here, for Italy, is going, right, I'm going to drag my team out of this shit situation. I am stunned. It is all just, blaming other people. And it's just, I do not understand it. I really don't understand it. But there's 45 minutes for Spalletti to change something. And he needs to change something. Because it has not been good enough from Italy. It really hasn't. And if they are to get knocked out here, not only would it be a shock, it'd be a big disappointment to Italian fans. Spalletti would no longer have a job. And I think, you look at the reaction of the Italian media, you look at you look at the reaction from the Italian media, the Italian fans, they are not happy with how this game is, how they've played this tournament. They are furious about how their team is playing. And that has got to change for Italy if they want to get through. Gary's saying Murat Yakin has done a great job with Switzerland. They've only lost 8 out of 37 matches since he's taken charge. That is not a bad record at all. And hope Switzerland score a second and finish them off. Yeah. I think there's more chance that happens than Italy get back in the game. I said 2-1 Switzerland in extra time. I'm going to stick with 2-1 Switzerland, but I'm going to go for normal time. I don't know. I really don't think Italy have got it in them. I don't think they've got enough in this game. It's been a really, sloppy performance. There's been a lack of anything for Italy, which is what are Italy most famous for? Their desire, their passion, their determination, and there is none of that on the pitch for Italy tonight. They are showing no desire, and it is beyond me. The big one of the reasons they won in 2020 is because they outworked teams. They had more desire. They wanted it more than the opposition. The 11 players in that first half just showed nothing. They didn't want to be there, and that has got to change. They got through the groups because of Gianluigi Donnarumma and a wonder strike by Zaccagni in the 98th minute. Without those two things, they will be out. They'd have got groups. So they're lucky they're here, and they're not taking advantage of that opportunity. They really aren't. But yeah, credit to Switzerland. They have played very well. And after an unbeaten group stage, the Swiss are coming into this game. And in the first 45, they have carried that form. And they would be setting up a quarter-final tie with either Slovakia or Southgate's England side. Which, again, if you are to get through, you'd fancy yourself. You really would. If it was Slovakia, probably a pretty easy game. If it was England, if England play the way that they've been playing, then Switzerland could fancy themselves. But they've got to get the job done here. A big second half coming up. Italy have got to change things. We'll have a look at the poll and chat for the first time today. 41% going for Switzerland, 47% for Italy, and 12% for extra time. So, very even poll between Switzerland and Italy. Not many people thinking that we will go beyond the 90. But yeah, I'm intrigued to see what Spalletti has got up his sleeve in this second half to try and change it up for Italy. But yeah, if you are just hopping in, then get your thoughts on the first half and get your second half predictions in. Is anyone changing their prediction, or are you sticking with what you said prior to kick-off? Scary says, though, a second goal for Switzerland would be so painful for Italy, and it will put them in a world of trouble. So that will be something they'll be looking to change and to try and get back into the back level in this game. But yeah, and obviously, if we are live for every single Euros game. We did every single group game, and we're not stopping there. We are back later for Germany versus Denmark, the hosts taking on the Giant Killers. It could be a brilliant, brilliant game. Two sides who have played pretty decently at this tournament. Denmark yet to win though. So they will have to change that tonight if they want to get through. Germany, home nation, a lot of expectation, and they're expecting to win tonight. So to join us for that, England tomorrow, Georgia in action tomorrow as well. Round of 16s will be in full swing by then. But this has not been a bad way to start the last 16. But yeah, Italy then coming out the tunnel now. I'm not seeing any changes, and that would stun me. If Spalletti has put the same 11 out there, I would be shocked, and he hasn't. There is a change for Italy, and that is Zaccagni. So Spalletti is mixing something up. He is changing something. Zaccagni's an interesting one. I don't know if I would have brought on a winger. I think Chiesa played pretty well, and so did El Shaarawy. I'm a bit surprised to see that the change for Italy is going to be a winger. Unless it's a change of shape, but that surprised me. El Shaarawy coming off then, Zaccagni going on. And although Zaccagni's a good player, that one surprised me a little bit. I don't know what Zaccagni's going to add to the performance. Obviously the scorer against Croatia, but can he really come on and make a difference? Guess we're about to find out. But 45 minutes of this game remaining. Italy need a goal. Switzerland are 45 minutes away from reaching the last 8 in back-to-back European tournaments. Marciniak waiting for the call. Scamacca will knock it back. Italy will get us underway once again in this game. And they will be hoping for a change of fortunes in the second half. Although here comes Switzerland from the off. Here is Arbischer. Arbischer plays it to Ndoye, Granit Xhaka. Arbischer, Vargas, touch, shot, good effort, it's 2-0. What a goal from Vargas. And out of the blocks, 29 seconds into the second half, Switzerland get a second, and it is a wonder strike from Vargas. A brilliant, brilliant effort. Leaves Italy stunned and Switzerland elated. And the holders of the Euros, the 2020 winners, are staring down the barrel of defeat. What a start from Switzerland. A poor kick-off routine. Switzerland win it back and take nothing away from the strike. Donnarumma has had a brilliant tournament, but no goalkeeper in the world saves this. Out of his feet, curls it into the top right corner. What a strike. And Switzerland double their advantage. A brilliant, brilliant goal. Wow. Just wow. What are we seeing here? First game of the knockouts at Euro 2024. And there's an upset on the cards. Very much on the cards. Nick Nat says, what just happened? Jack saying Italy are in a lot of trouble. Both spot on. Italy conceded within 26 seconds of the first half against Albania, conceding 34 seconds into the second half against Switzerland. They have not got going. They need to start better. It was their kickoff. It was their kickoff. They gave it away and they were punished. They have not been good today. They have been miles off it for the whole tournament. And today, I mean, this has been their worst performance of the tournament so far. Just when you thought they might step it up, it's got worse for Italy. And this is going to get tasty. Because now, they've got to go for it, Italy. Switzerland, I mean, Gary said, hope Swiss can score a second and finish them off. I mean, they've got the second. Does that finish Italy off? And the problem is, for Italy, is the way that both sides have played this tournament. I do not see a planet where Italy claw this back. I really don't. Here is Chiesa. Whips the free kick in. It is hung back. It is allowed to run through the whole box and out for a Switzerland goal kick. I mean, it's incredible. It is absolutely incredible. We are witnessing a big shock at Euro 2024. A tournament that has been full of surprises from start to finish. Keeps on delivering. Patrick Lefante Jr., welcome to the stream. I'm enjoying your play-by-play. Thank you very much, mate. Glad to hear you are enjoying it. And welcome to the stream. Gary saying you, me, both Harry's commentary is top-notch. Thank you, Gary. Much appreciated, guys. I think I'm getting slightly accustomed to it now. Here is the Cagney. Bastoni. Oh, and a dodgy pass across Mancini, a poor touch, and Switzerland winning the ball back. Here is Rodriguez. Will be calm on it and will win a throw. Chiesa not happy there with the decision from Marciniak, although it was the correct one. I say who saw this coming, but I did predict Switzerland to win. And that's the thing, in the grand scheme of things, this is an upset. But based on how both sides have played in the tournament so far, I'm not surprised. Italy have not been good enough. Switzerland have played well. And that is showing today. And Bolo brings it in his stride, lays it off to Freuler, who tries to play it across to Ndoye. You can't really see what's going on. It stopped starting. Just bear with me. I'm just going to reload it once again. Been playing up a lot tonight. Not sure why. But yeah. An incredible first 50 minutes here. Still, I mean, there's still time for Italy, but I don't see how they come back in this. I don't. There's no evidence that they're gonna get back in the game. Yeah. Here is Fagioli across to Di Lorenzo. Here is Fagioli. Ball into the box, headed. Oh, it's headed onto. Oh my days! Absolute mess of that, and a let off for Switzerland. Jan Sommer was. I mean, God knows what happened there. And Yakin's asking the question. I need to watch that back. But that has absolutely stunned me. The ball was whipped in, and Jan Sommer has moved to the right hand side of the goal to come across and claim the ball. Fabian Schär's headed it onto his own post. Wow. I mean, that would have been a stroke of luck for Italy. Very close to Switzerland. And it says, to be fair to Italy, they did finish 6 points behind England in qualifying. Yeah. I mean, see, that's a good point. You feel like since Mancini left, they really haven't been very good. Ball looking for Bastoni. That's seen out for a corner, though. Patrick Lafante Jr. says, I wish Italy had more attacking options. Yeah, I mean, they've not been creatively good enough, and I think definitely you're right, especially in the forward department. I think a striker, because I don't think Scamacca's good enough. They lack a top quality since Immobile. Obviously, stopped playing. I think they've really lacked a high quality striker, and you can tell. I mean, Scamacca's only had a handful of touches today. Chiesa's not been on his best. Although it falls to him here on the edge of the area as a shot's blocked. Yeah, I agree with you. They could do some better options up front. Gary says, oh my goodness, that was close. Almost a very unlucky goal. Yeah. Yeah, says 1 goal for Italy is a different game. I mean, yeah, that would have been a lifeline, you feel. Patrick Lafante Jr. saying Italy won the under-17 Euro tournament. Yeah, yeah, they did, didn't they? Because they beat England in the quarterfinals or the semi-finals, I think. But yeah, I mean, that's hopeful for Italy. Clearly, there's a bright future. That's players like is it Moretti? I want to say. I might be wrong with that one. I'm trying to think. I think it's Moretti, midfielder. Very good player. But yeah, clearly a bright future then for Italy. Now saying as if we hadn't had enough own goals already. Hard to put the blame on Scamacca and he's getting to know. Yeah, I know. I think there is no creativity. Like, there's absolutely no creativity. Yeah, I mean, scary moment there for Fabian Schär. Heading it back towards his own goal. Wrong foot's his own goalkeeper off the post. Patrick saying Italy should have bought the young kid from Milan. The striker had 2 goals in the final. Fair enough. I can't quite think. I mean, if you can find the name, I might know who you're talking about. I can't remember now. I'm trying to think AC Milan strikers. I know they had Colombo. I think at one point here is Rida, Xhaka. Fall to Rodriguez, has a go from range, charged down by Brian Cristante, out for a Switzerland throw. Perhaps saying it's not our year. It doesn't look like it. It is going to take something special now for Italy to get back in this game. Vargas tries to play it back, but is intercepted, and now here come Italy, but it's a poor pass out again. Trying to play out the back today, and it's just not working because Switzerland are camped in their half. Here is Remo Freuler. Plays a 1-2, and then Bolo cuts it back and a big clearance from Matteo Darmian. And Bolo. Here is Bastoni. Patch saying Shiro did not have a great year. Yeah, I guess. But the problem is, he's an experienced striker. He knows what to do on this stage. He knows how to win this tournament. As much as he might not be in form, he's still an experienced player that can cause a lot of teams problems. Nea says, immediately to pull their finger out, we don't want to play the Swiss side. God. England have got a nice side to draw, but up against this Swiss side, we could be in a whole world of bother. Very well set up outfit. But equally, to be honest, we say that, but what are England really good at doing? Playing against teams who step up onto them. Switzerland don't sit in a low block. So it actually might be more beneficial to play a side that are going to come out and put us under pressure. Because when we're actually really good when we're under pressure. In terms of, we have the ability to counter-attack and cause teams issues. We can't break down a low block. So perhaps playing a Switzerland side isn't a bad idea. I know they're high quality. I know they'll be a very difficult game. But compared to some teams at the tournament, I'm intrigued to see how we'll do tomorrow. Slovakia, what do? Sit in a low block, sit deep, try and suffocate you in attacking areas. That is England's kryptonite, really. Nia says, looks like the Swiss have grown in confidence since the second goal of any... Yeah. Because for Murat Yakin, it'd be a bit of a nervy half-time team talk, 1-0 up, still a big game to go, anything can happen. But yeah, that second goal, straight out of the blocks, was an absolutely huge goal. Foul in there from Mancini on Rida, and he will go into the book. Marciniak will show him the yellow card. But yeah, I think that second goal massively helped because it killed. Not only did it boost Switzerland's confidence, it killed Italy's momentum. That's helped massively. Comedra, he just turned 16 in March. Yeah. He might be a good player. He's definitely one for the future. Spalletti probably felt that might be a bit early, he might be a bit young, saying he turns 16 in March. If he did come to the tournament, that'd be surreal. But maybe he'll definitely. You expect to see him in 2028. He'll definitely. Sorry, you might see him in 2026 World Cup, and you definitely expect to see him in 2028. So it's one for the future. Now says against England, they'll sit in a low block. Every team knows how to play against us now. Anyway, we need to beat Slovakia first. Exactly. Anything can happen tomorrow. But we believe. 57 on the clock then. Switzerland playing some really good stuff. A brilliant performance today. In control against the reigning champions. Here is Remoy Freuler. Lays it into Arbischer. Out wide to Ndoye. Ndoye back to Arbischer. Arbischer to Freuler. Freuler to Ndoye. Ndoye into Ryder. Ryder. Is it Ryder or Ryder? I think that's right. Fabian Ryder. Here is Fabian Schär. Into Mbolo. Granit Xhaka. Good football from Switzerland. Rodriguez. Coming down the left-hand side. Out wide to Vargas. Xhaka. Now saying a third goal will surely seal it. 100%. Italy have shown no response to going 2-0 down. 3-0 down will completely kill them off. And Ndoye driving inside. Good run. Has a go from range, but that is high and wide. Doesn't catch it nicely. No curl on it. Very straight and very wide of the mark. Patch saying Di Lorenzo is terrible. Fair enough. He's not had a good game today, but the problem is for Italy, I don't think you can single anyone out. I think the whole team has been, apart from Donnarumma, the whole team's been really poor. Nobody's played well. I think it's hard to single one player out. Nobody has had a good tournament. Apart from the keeper, everyone in an Italy shirt has not been good enough. Although here comes Zaccagni. Comes inside, lays it into Fagiolo, dinks it over the top looking for Di Lorenzo, headed away by Rodriguez. Back with Fagiolo. He finds Brian Cristante. Next thing I predicted 2-0 Italy as well, yeah. I mean, I did say 2-1 Switzerland, so I wouldn't mind Italy getting a goal, because then I can actually say that'd be my first prediction right. Like, that'd be the first prediction that I get nailed on at the whole tournament. So that'd be good. Here is Fabian Ryder. He is brought down by a row tackle from Matteo Darmian and another Switzerland free kick again. Frustrating Italy, drawing silly fouls. Hang on, where's it gone? Nick Nack also saying I need to start predicting what I don't think will happen. Yeah, I mean, that's what I need. That's what I'm going to start doing as well. Just to try and guarantee that I'm going to get it right. Like, if I think something's going to happen, go the opposite way. Like, I mean, obviously tonight will be a very interesting game. Make sure to join us for that game if you are new around here. Germany versus Denmark. Live for that one tonight. Live for every single game in the Euros. So if you do want to stick around and watch all the rest of the tournament with us, make sure to subscribe. Half an hour to go. Italy have had 3 shots all game. None of them on target. Switzerland had 13. Stark contrast in attacking content, in creativity, in threat. Italy not played anywhere near their quality. Here is Federico Chiesa, skipping past Arbischer, but good getting back in there from Vargas. Concedes a throw, Italy ball. No shots on target for Italy, that's a draft statistic. Exactly that. Sums it all up. They've offered nothing in attacking areas. Ness says, I'm surprised they've had 3 yellows. That is a good point. Because A, Italy are a very aggressive team. B, they've made a lot of fouls. And C, is there anything I know about Marciniak? He loves a card. So yeah, 3 yellows is pretty low. Here is Chiesa. Puts the ball in. Cleared away by Fabian Schär. Ball back out to Matteo Darmian. Fagioli. Darmian goes all the way back to Mancini. Italy need to do better than that. They do, but they're running out of time. They are running out of time to up the performance. Italy, 30 minutes away from being dumped out of the Euros at the round of 16 stage. What a disappointment. What an upset that would be. They have got to find something special in the next 28 minutes. Bizarre. Really bizarre performance. Chiesa cuts in, plays it through the lines, but that goes straight through to Jan Sommer. And I mean, this sums up their tournament. They've been really poor in every single game. Spain played them off the park. Albania, they went 1-0 down. Croatia, I mean, they were second best in that game into a 98th minute perler from Sakagni. And without that equaliser, this would have been Switzerland-Croatia. Italy would have been out. Football's a funny game sometimes. They rode their luck in the group stage, but their luck goes no further. They have run out of it. So now they need to come up with the performance themselves. They need to create your own luck. Barella is going to come off for Italy. Retegui is going to go in. So Italy going for 2 up front then. Retegui and Scamacca will lead the line together, you'd think. Change of shape, change of system. Italy going for the game with 27 to play. Italy should be better than this, though. Yeah, 100%. 100%. But based on what we've seen at the tournament, I mean, they should have been better all tournament, but based on what we've seen, this is exactly what you expect. Brian Mbolo running through on goal. Mancini recovers well. Domestically, they had one of the best seasons ever. 8 teams in Europe next year. Yeah, exactly. Every player is in form. They've got a brilliant manager. But, you know, mix it all together, and it has been absolutely shocking. Really good football from Vargas. Cuts it to Xhaka on the edge. He has a go. It's blocked. Falls back to Xhaka. Here is Vargas. Arbischer. Rodriguez. Back. Plays a 1-2. Can whip the ball in. It's deflected and out to Zaniolo. Rodriguez Overhead kick attempt from Ndoye. Gets nowhere near the ball. Makes no contact with it, but why not, eh? Worth it. So that goes in. Goal of the tournament. And again, Italy try and play out the back, and it's won back by Switzerland. And again, Fagioli makes a silly foul there, and concedes another clumsy free kick. Trips up Remo Freuler. It's really stupid. Really silly from Italy. Watch about that overhead kick attempt. Nowhere near the ball in Ndoye, but worth a go. Switzerland 25 minutes away from a place in the quarterfinals. They knocked out France in 2020. Can they do the same to Italy in 2024? It will be Fabian Rieder to put the ball in for Switzerland. And you feel that a third goal would put the game to bed, would confirm their place in the last 8. Rieder whips it in. Not a bad ball. Over everyone, to be fair. Rubbish. It weren't rubbish. Got caught in the wind blew over the net. Out for an Italy goal kick. There is still time for Italy if they up their performance. But they haven't upped their performance at all. Not good enough. It says France were 3-1 up in 2020. Were they? Did Switzerland pull it back then? Blimey. I mean, that would say a lot. I mean, I'll have a look. Let me have a look. Because Switzerland won the game on penalties, didn't they? Unless I got the wrong year. Ball had cleared away pretty easily there. Let me have a look. 2020. Yeah. Oh, you're right. Yeah, they were. France was 3-1 up with 10 minutes to play, and Switzerland pulled it back. And then won on penalties. Yeah, it was 3-1 France in the 80th minute. Switzerland scored 2 in the final 9 minutes to send it to extra time, and then were pegged back, and then won on penalties. Incredible. Switzerland have that fight. They have that belief, and we've seen that again today. This time, though, they'll be hoping that they aren't the ones that get pegged back. This should be over in the 90 minutes. If you're a Switzerland fan, if you're a Switzerland player. For Italy, you want this to go on for as long as possible. But wow, what a way to start the round of 16 at Euro 2024. Here is Mancini. If Italy can score soon, they give themselves a chance. But they haven't shown any reason for me to believe that they are going to score. Cristante lays it into Chiesa. Chiesa beats Arbisha, puts the ball in, put out by Arbisha though for an Italy corner. Is now the time that Italy go? Is it time for them to send in the cavalry, to send themselves forward, to push for the game? Now says come on, Italy, they have to go for it. Exactly. They should be throwing the kitchen sink at this game right now. Ball in from Chiesa, and that is over everybody. A shocking corner. Be a spot on. Italy have to go for it. They should be throwing everything that they've got at Switzerland. Putting Switzerland under pressure, causing problems. Instead, they're looping aimless balls long that are being easily claimed by Jan Sommer. And now Granit Xhaka is going to turn defence into attack. Although he will just calm it down and play some nice football. Here is Fabian Schär. Ndoye. To be fair, when you break this Switzerland side down, they've got some real good quality. Manuel Akanji, a brilliant centre-half. That's a silly foul from Ndoye. Advantage played though. Chiesa, pass 1, pass 2. Deflected and out for a corner. When you break it down, you've got Manuel Akanji, very good centre-half. Fabian Schär, very good centre-half. Jan Sommer is a brilliant goalkeeper. Granit Xhaka's coming into this after an invincible season with Bayer Leverkusen. Breel Bodo is an experienced marksman. Arbusha's coming into this after a brilliant tournament with a brilliant domestic season with Bologna. It's a really well worked team, full of talent. The corner put in, headed away by Shah, taken away by Fabian Ryder, and how he will drive it out, gives it to Granit Xhaka. Back to Ryder. Granit Xhaka back to Rodriguez. I think there seems to be more energy in the press committee now. Yeah, it looks like they've realised they need to go for the game. 20 minutes to go. They need to go for it. I mean, they have changed shape as well. It is now, it's more of a, it's still like a 4-3-3 to be honest, but more attacking. So Cagney on the midfield, on the left of midfield 3. But yeah, Italy realising they need to go for the game now. That ball was run out by Mbolo, and now it's Switzerland's turn to turn to their bench. Double change for Switzerland then. It will be Vargas to come off alongside Fabian Ryder. And those two players will be replaced. 2 good games. Vargas with a wonder strike. Ryder's come in and played really well. They are being replaced by Sturgiu and Zuba. Sturgiu will come on and play at right wing back. Zuba will go on the left hand side. All smiles for Vargas as he leaves the pitch. A brilliant performance from him today. A wonder strike for Switzerland's second. Brilliant, brilliant player. Patrick says Chiesa is not the same player after the injury. Yeah, last few years he's just not been good enough. As you say, it was quite a long injury, weren't it? And he just hasn't come back, hasn't played the same way, doesn't look the same dangerous player. Nia says all about Swiss keeping their heads now. Exactly. If they remain regimented, keep their cool, work hard, work together, they will see this game through. Ball in from Bastoni. It's over everybody, kept alive by Switzerland. They need to clear it themselves, and they do eventually clear it. Patrick says the Swiss are a solid team. Exactly. They're a really, really good side. Full of some brilliant talents, and a very well run unit. Guys, it's just like their chocolate. Can't fault their chocolate through. Lint better than Cadbury's all day long. Oh, now don't get me wrong. I love Lint. I count myself as a bit of a chocolate connoisseur. I absorb a lot of it. I eat a lot of it. But I don't know. Cadbury's is bloody ridiculous. I mean, Retegri's there as a shot. Probably should stop talking about chocolate. But I think Cadbury's might be is just slightly ahead of Lindt there for me. Apologies to any Swiss fans watching if that does insult you. Lindt is phenomenal. I love it, but nothing beats Cadbury's. Ball thrown back to Darmian. To Mancini. Mancini to Bastoni. Here is the centre half playing more of an attacking role, it looks like. Alessandro Bastoni. Carries anymore. Kraft took it over and changed the recipe. Yeah, but it's the principles. They still taste the same. I don't know. I think they can both be enjoyed. It's like the Ronaldo Messi. Just enjoy them both. Good feet from Cagney. Cutting inside. Big tackle though from Remo Freuler. Ball is back with Brian Cristante. Dinks it over the top to Cagney, who flicks it on. Scamacca puts it onto the post. Another big chance for Italy. And Switzerland live to fight another day. One back by Italy though. Best chance of the game for Italy. That was Barella from range, and it is well wide. Sorry, Fagioli from range, it's well wide. That was the best chance of the game for Italy. A lovely ball through from Cristante, flicked on by Cagney onto Scamacca, who plays it onto the post. Probably would have been offside. Double change then for Italy. Matteo Darmian and Brian Cristante are being replaced by Cambiaso and Pellegrini. Italy going for the game now. 4 changes made. 1 off the post. Possible offside anyway. Looked to me like it was to me, Nick-Nack. But wow. Italy now upping the standards. 74 on the duck and waffle. Here is Xhaka. Out wide to Rodriguez. Bit of a late change, yeah. It feels that way, doesn't it? 15 minutes to go, they need 2 goals. Should have gone for it earlier, you feel. Arbisha to Rodriguez. Xhaka. Arbisha. Here is Zuba. Back to Rodriguez. Here is Akanji. 15 to play. 2-0 Switzerland. Reigning champions on the brink of elimination. But this is where, in these 15 minutes, this is where reigning champions prove why they're champions. Italy have got to prove why they're winners. Why their history, why their pedigree lives up to the name. They've got to deliver. They've got to shine. Here is Bastoni. Here is Fagioli. Ball looking over the top to Zakagni once again, headed down Scamacca on the volley. And if he was playing rugby, he scored 2 points. But he's playing football, and all he scored is some ways from the Swiss fans behind the goal. Poor effort from the Italian striker. And Jan Sommer will take his time over this kick. Although Switzerland are going to the bench. Another change for the Swiss. Sierro is coming in. And he will replace Ndoye. Adding a bit of energy up front. And Dua is also going to come on up front for Brill Mbolo. So 2 changes in attacking areas. Although I believe Sierra is more of a defensive player. So a bit of a shape change for Switzerland. A bit of height in the front line as well. Dua's going to come on, add a bit of energy and allow the players to hold the ball up. But a good game from Mbolo, a good game from Ndoye. Switzerland looking to hold on. Now, so Scamacca has only scored 1 goal for Italy. Says it all, doesn't it? I just don't think he's good enough to play at an elite level, to play in games like this. Arbisha holding it well. Good play from Switzerland. Fired into Dua. Holds it up nicely. And there's a chance for Switzerland on the counter. Here is Sturgiu. Freuler. They're slowing it down. They're allowing Italy to get back in. But Italy sending numbers forward gives opportunities to Switzerland to punish. Zuba. Freuler. Sturgiu. Down the line. Does he win a throw? Yes, he does. Good play from the Swiss wingback. Sturgiu throwing down the line into Sierro. Looks to play it across the box, but he wins a corner instead. And Switzerland will be in no rush to take this corner. Bastoni there tried everything to keep the ball in play. Couldn't quite manage it. 13 on the clock. And Switzerland have a corner. The exact opposite of what Italy need. So that's some Danny Ings up front. I think Scamacca's better than Danny Ings, but I see your point. I think it'd be like, yeah, I get what you mean. Maybe a bit better than Danny Ings though. Ball falls to Freuler on the edge, well over the bar, but he won't care. The further the ball is away from the pitch, the slower it will take Italy to get going. Didn't catch that nicely at all. Compared to his first goal. Same effort. But yeah. Driving forwards is Gianluca Mancini. Italy pushing up high. Switzerland backs against the wall now. They've played attacking. They've played high pressure football. That has won them this game so far. Now they've got to do the hard job. The defensive job. Remain stalwart. Remain strong and structured. To see off the Italy bombard. Mind you, Tony's only scored 1 goal for England. Can't think get on the pitch. 19 appearances is a lot for a striker to only score 1 goal. Yeah. It's a good point. Especially when you think, some of those appearances will be against, much, much weaker opposition. Scamacca tries to play it around the corner, doesn't pay off. And now Switzerland will counter-attack. Dua's through, tries to beat Bastoni. Really good defending from their centre-back. And Italy have it back. Andy Cole's only scored 1 goal for England. What a player. Should have scored more for England. What a travesty, I agree with you. AJ, welcome to the stream, mate. Hopping in at crunch time. Good to see you, mate. Hope to see you later as well for Germany-Denmark. Hope to see you all later for Germany-Denmark. Big game. Hosts up against Hulman's brilliant Denmark side. Denmark haven't yet won at the tournament, but Portugal proved you don't need wins to win the competition. Germany with a point to prove on home soil after a strong group stage. We'll be live for that one in about an hour and 15 minutes time. But we have 10 minutes to play here, and Italy would be looking for a miracle now. Ball out wide to Zaccagni. Zaccagni cuts inside, whips the ball in, not a bad ball in. Heads away by Akanji. Pellegrini. Bastoni. Pellegrini again. Need to see more urgency. Just need to, be more urgency from Italy. Not good enough. Here is Mancini. Out wide, lovely ball down the line, looking for Zaccagni. Will find Zaccagni. What a tackle that is from Fabian Schär, and he's won a goal kick. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant defending from the Newcastle centre half. Exactly what Switzerland needs at this time, at this moment. Hey, says, I'm always here to be honest, just flop chat like that is absolutely fine, mate. Good to hear that you are, that you're here, you're enjoying it. So that's the purpose of it. Don't matter if you chat or not. Obviously, it's much appreciated, and obviously do get involved. But absolutely fine if you want to sit there and just enjoy it. Jan Sommer sends the ball long. Duo will hold it up superbly, flicks it on. Wasting time is what Switzerland are doing. Italy on borrowed time. Here is Fagioli. Mancini. Italy still not being able to create chances even when they need them most. Bastoni. Ball into Pellegrini. Pellegrini looking for options. Hasn't got any. Knocks it out wide. Good football from Italy. Ball whipped in. Looking for Scamacca over his head. Away by Akanji. Falls to Fagioli. Big tackle from Dua. Switzerland win it back. And now here come the Swiss on the counter. Dua. Xhaka. Arbisha. Slowing it down once again. Our Switzerland firing it down the line. And Zuba will run away with this. Holding it up for his teammates. Lays it into Granit Xhaka. Back to Zuba. Zuba has a go. And it's tipped away by Gianluigi Donnarumma. Or was it? Or was it just blasted straight across the pitch? It was saved. So really good. I mean, it's been given a throw to Italy, but it did take a touch off Donnarumma's hand. So unfortunately, their Switzerland did not win a throw. But they won't care. It's just about getting the ball as far away from their own goal as possible, and they've won themselves a throw. Brilliant work from Sierro. Clearly being given a role by Murat Yakin to come on and just cause problems. That is exactly what he's doing. Sergio Sierro to Dua. Goal kick to Italy. You feel with 7 to play, Italy are running out of time. It would be beyond their imagination, beyond their wildest dreams, if they were to find 2 goals in 7. It says would be quite a comeback now if they can pull it off. It would be. But it's whether they do that or not. And you wonder for Italy, is this the end of the road? Is the last 16 the end of their tournament? Who knows? Sorry, once again, just waiting for the coverage to come back. There we go, we are back. But thank you to any new subscribers that have come from this stream. Gained a few today. Much appreciated. Great to see new faces. Great to see new people joining us as we round down the days of the Euro 2024 tournament. Live for every game. 29th of June today. 14th of July the end date. Really funny again. Sommer sends it long. Looking for Sierra. Doesn't win the head up. Falls back down to Retegui. Retegui keeps it in well, but one back by Fabian Scher. Still in one shot on target. Yeah, it's been horrendous. A horrendous performance from Italy. There's no evidence that they could have scored today. Shocking. Embarrassing. They go into the bench for one final time. Spalletti's last roll of the dice. Fagioli will be replaced, and it will be Davide Fratesi to come on. Too late. Too late. These changes should have happened ages ago. Spalletti has got it wrong. Italy have got it wrong. It has been a horrible tournament. If they could rescue something with 4 minutes to play, it would be an amazing achievement. But you just feel like it's just not going to happen. Ball long, looking for Zaccagni. Was he tripped up? No, not so. Ball long to do up, recycled well by Fratesi. Bastoni goes long. Was he tripped up? Referee says no. Ball to Chiesa. Another poor performance from Federico Chiesa. Ball put in by Pellegrini. Not dealt with by Sturgiu. Italy players want a handball. Referee waves it away and Switzerland will counter in the meantime. VAR will be having a look at that. Ball looking for Dua. Spalletti appeals it. Marciniak says it was down by his side. VAR confirming no penalty. Pellegrini to Fratesi. Mancini. Bastoni. Back to Manchester. They should be going forward, Italy. They should be pushing it. Closer they came was the Swiss heading it against their own post. Yeah. The fact that Switzerland created the best chance of the game for Italy says it all. Long ball headed away by Ricardo Rodriguez. Brought down well by Mancini. Found in there from Dua. But it's exactly what Switzerland are expecting to do. 3 to play. Here is Pellegrini. Bastoni. Pellegrini. Back to the Italian centre-half. Across. Ball whipped in. It's not a bad ball. It is over everything. And will run out for a Switzerland throw on the far side. Not a good enough ball in from Cambiasso. And Italy just not doing enough. On the night. Not doing enough at the tournament. Switzerland. The fans are willing their team to see this through. A momentous game for them. And if they can hold on, what a victory it would be. Back-to-back Euros quarterfinalists is what they can say in a minute and a half if they see this result through. Gary says Italy is lobbing Hail Mary crosses into the box. Exactly. And no one's connecting with them. They're not lobbing them in and like heading them towards the goal. They're just putting them in there and watching them fly over everyone's heads. It's not been good enough from Italy. From start to finish. And it'll be back to the drawing board for Italy. You feel that Spalletti will be out of the door. You feel that there will be changes to the national team. Did not qualify for World Cup 21 Euro 2020. Did not qualify for World Cup 22. And are on the brink of defeat in Euro 2024. It has not been good enough from Italy in the last 2 years. The high of winning the Euros in 2020, to crashing down back to reality. Poor in World Cup 22. Didn't even reach the main tournament. And here they have been knocked out. They have been beaten. by a hard-working Swiss side. Unless they find something magical. Here is Fede Chiesa running down the right, asking where are his options. They've got 5 players forward. They're 2-0 down in a round of 16 game and they've got 5 players forward. It is not good enough. 2 to play. And unless they're going to score a goal a minute, that is done. That is curtains on Italy's tournament. As Nick Nat says, too little, too late from the Italians. They did not react. They were not good enough in the first half. They had one shot in the first half, not on target. Switzerland led. Half time, chance to change things, come out. 35 seconds in, Vargas produced a bit of quality and put Swiss 2-0 up. Italy did not respond once again. They're thrown on subs. They're thrown on everything. They're putting random balls in the box. Chiesa over the head of everyone once again. These are poor Hail Mary efforts that are not paying off. Italy have not been good enough. They've been subpar. They have been miles off it. They have been outplayed once again at this tournament and they are feeling the consequences now. Stefan will come on for Arbischer for Switzerland to see this last minute out. But you feel that is it for Italy. Patrick says Italian players are all on vacation already. It feels that way. To be honest, since the second goal went in for Switzerland, it feels like Italy just gave up. They didn't have it in them. We know Italy. The name. You hear Italy. You think passion. You think desire. You think aggression. They have shown none of that today. And they have been beaten well by a brilliant Swiss team. They have shown nothing. Their ancestors. Their winners in 2020. The famous Italians that have graced a football pitch will be dismayed by what they have seen at this tournament. Not good enough. And that is it. Switzerland will advance to the quarterfinals. A brilliant show from Switzerland. Superb today. And for Italy, it is not enough. The Italians pull time on their torrid tournament. They are eliminated by Switzerland. They are out. The reigning champions are out. We will have a new winner in Euro 2024. German soil not providing for Italy. Not good enough today. Not good enough in their group stage and they scraped through. Not good enough today and they were shown up by a Swiss side that outworked them. That outran them. Beat them to every ball. Beat them to every tackle. And they thoroughly deserve to advance. Switzerland are our first team in the quarterfinals and they will play England or Slovakia. That is tomorrow at 5 p.m. But we now turn our focus to the hosts. Germany later against Denmark in an hour's time. We will be live for it. A big game. Could we see another giant killing? But that is it. Italy are out. Switzerland are through. And it is a sorry sight for the Italians. Another disappointing show. And this time they pay the price. Nat says, could be us tomorrow. Fully deserves win for the Swiss. Gary says, convincing win. Well done, Swiss. Never in doubt. Patrick saying, well done to Switzerland. And Gary and Nick Nack saying thank you and seeing you in a bit. But yes, that is it for Germany, for Switzerland, Italy, sorry. And we turn our attention to Germany versus Denmark. Thank you all very much for tuning in today. A brilliant game. Our first round of 16 tie is over and we have our first team in the quarterfinals. Unbeaten so far for Switzerland. Their first clean sheet, a convincing win, and it's pandemonium in the stands. But that is it from me today. What a game. This is why we love the Euros, providing games like that. Italy punished, Switzerland through, and as Nick has said, see you in 50 minutes. We'll be back in a moment. Well, in 50 minutes for Germany versus Denmark. So yeah, we will see you in a bit.